So this is my blush and bronzer collection, and this is also a lot of my face palettes, almost all of my face palettes actually. I wanted to go ahead and go through these because recently I have just been on this like kick to get rid of stuff, and I'm looking at some of these knowing that I don't use them. You can see my cat is here. Hey buddy. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to go through all of these. There's a lot that I needed to get rid of and that I just don't use anymore, things that I have been aiming to get rid of for a while now. Hey Mo. And it's just, it's been a lot. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so these are all of my blushes, and these include all blush face palettes as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through these. This is actually a lot more than I thought I had. I'm actually kind of like, ooh. This is Benefit Sugar Bomb. I don't even know if they make this anymore. If they do, I don't, oh, there was a brush in that still. Looks like this. Like, honestly, what a strange blush. I don't know. Every time I wore this, I just felt like I never, like, had anything on. But I keep this because it has a lot of, like, sentimental value that I don't want to get into online. But definitely, I am going to keep this for that reason. Box. I need my box back. Dude, this is from the brand Note. This is in the shade 05 Desert Rose. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I haven't used this yet. I just got it, like, in my most recent box. What a beautiful, like, apricot-y color. Honestly, really pretty. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet because I've been in and out of town, but I want to hold on to it and try it. But I will say, though, that this product smells like, ooh, like wet wipes. Like, what a strange smell that this has. I'm gonna keep it, though. Like, that smell doesn't bother me, though, as much as this one does. This is the Milani Rose Blush. This is in the shade Romantic Rose. They have a couple of these. They're really pretty nude shades. Like, they swatch really nice. Well, maybe not. I just don't... I cannot mess with this smell, man. The way this smells, it's like the most unbearable chemical. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I feel like I can smell it when it's still on my face, and I have tried to like leave it out and like open, hoping the smell will kind of like dissipate, but it has not, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Since we're on the topic of Milani, let's just go ahead and go through the baked blushes that I have here. I have three. I have Luminoso, literally a classic. Looks like this. Can you guys see that? Really pretty glowy blush. I'm not one for shimmer blushes, but this one is super gorgeous. Can you see it right there? I feel like it's a really light swatch, especially on my skin tone right now, but I feel like it looks really gorgeous. Honestly, especially in the wintertime. I know this is totally not a winter blush, but I really like it. Definitely keeping these two. However, I am gonna get rid of. I guess I bought these thinking I would maybe one day get use out of them. Like, look at that. And this one, I don't ever like, I just don't go for these like super crazy kind of colors in blush. I think I got these at a time when I really wanted to experiment, and even though now I do a lot of like crazy color, like I just don't reach for these. I feel like I have other things that I would want to try instead, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. So Wet n Wild, I have two of their Color Icon blushes here. This is Apricot in the middle and Rosé Champagne. Honestly, Rosé Champagne looks so pretty online. I bought it in store and then I looked back at them and it just didn't seem like it was even the same color. It's a very strange, like, honestly, very champagne-y kind of color, but it just does not, I don't know, it just doesn't do anything on the face. Like, it just doesn't show up. Apricot in the middle to me is just shimmer on my face. Like, honestly, every time I put it on, I don't even get, like, color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of both of these. I don't like them. I don't use them. And honestly, same goes for this one. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre Blush in the Princess Daiquiris. Love the name. Thought this was so, so cool. Honestly, looks like it could be something, but it just never seemed to last on my face, and it just kind of would always blend out into nothing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Also, I think this is super old, so let's just get rid of it. I'm never gonna use it. I have two e.l.f. Pressed Mineral blushes right here. One has clearly been more used than the other. One I totally didn't even need to buy. This is in the shade Wanderlust. Honestly, I was going through this weird phase. Like, I was coming out of it right when I was starting to get into makeup. Like, look at that. It's way too dark for me. Why did I ever think. I don't know. I was going through this weird phase where, like, if things were wanderlust themed or like travel themed, I was just kind of like, so obsessed with it. And I don't know why. I know that sounds super random, but I got this purely because the name of it was Wanderlust. I know that sounds so stupid, but it's so, so true, so true. So I've never used this on my face once. Not once. I've only swatched this, so gonna go. This shade, however, this is the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Blush in Sweet Retreat. Alright, well, I guess the video is over. Really pretty nude shade. Looks like that. I don't know if you can see. I feel like it's just really gorgeous on the face. I feel like these swatches are coming out to nothing on my hands, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stop doing them, but I love this. I'm gonna keep. Essence Satin Touch blushes. So affordable, so worth it. I have Satin Coral and Satin Love. I think these are their only 2 shades. I wish they would make more. This formula is so good, and these look so bomb on the face. This one is way more muted than this one. This one is a little more brighter, has a little more of like a peach kind of tone to it, where this one is obviously kind of like just a deeper tone. Both of them are really beautiful. I'm gonna keep them. I think these are like $3. I can't recommend these enough if you just want a cheap blush for every day. These are them right here. Done. This little mini NARS Orgasm was I think it was it the birthday gift for Ulta this year? I can't remember, but I'm gonna keep it because it's nice and it's fun. Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush in Hush Blush. Oh, I hate saying blush so many times. Very gorgeous nude color. Definitely right up my alley. I am going to keep this. I want to use it more. Also, the packaging is really kind of nice on it. I thought this was bulky at first, but I'm kind of into it now. This Studio Makeup Loose Blush, oh my gosh, gotta be so careful, is honestly really, really pretty. But there's like, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe, I don't think you can. There's like flecks. No, you can't see it. Sorry, but there's like flecks of glitter within this, and I just can't stand it. It's a really gorgeous color, and when you apply to the face, it's so stunning, but I can't get past like the random micro glitter that's in here, so I'm just gonna get rid of this. This I am getting rid of. This is a pure cream cheek stain in Peach Bellini. Comes with like a brush. Oops, what? Oh, I didn't mean to sweep anything on there. Comes with a brush. Oh my gosh. Well, ew. Okay, honestly, no, this is not. I was gonna give this to my mom, but this shit looks like, look at that. Ew. First of all, it just flew out, and it looks really gross. So we're just gonna flat out throw that away. Goodbye. So I have 2 of the Too Faced Love blushes. This is an I Will Always Love You and Your Love is King. So I got these forever ago. They have sentimental value to me, obviously. I remember like wanting them so badly. When I finally got my hands on them, I was like obsessed with them. I got 2 polar opposite shades. I thought that was just what was best. I don't know what was with me and getting these like dark plummy shades. What was like I thinking? Honestly, I love this though. I have actually worn it and it's worked for me, so I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna keep this one too. Like, these just have value. Like, these are just like, again, sweet memories to me, and I love the packaging on them. I love the formula on these. I don't know why they have been slowly getting rid of them. I wonder if they're gonna come out with something else, like a blush palette or different blushes, but I thought these were so good, and honestly, I know people like think this packaging is a gimmick, but I was into it, so. This was the Sephora birthday gift, not this past year, but the year before, I think. This is Tarte's Party. Literally, I think my favorite blush of all time. Also, I don't have a blush palette, I just realized down here. I'm gonna go get it. Speak of the devil, no. So, I love this blush, definitely gonna keep this. I have used this so many times. I feel like I use this at least once a day for, like, honestly, over half the year. And it doesn't even look like I've made a dent in it. I've used this so often though, and this was a mini, so it makes me think twice about buying anything full-size pan, you know what I mean? So, keeping. Oh my goodness. This right here is the Anastasia Blush Trio. This is in the shade Peachy Love. This is, I think, their like best-selling one. Look at those colors. Honestly, so gorgeous. I love all 3 of these. They're all mattes except for the shade right here. I believe this is the shade Miami, which has some some gold micro glitter in it. Honestly though, it does not show up on the face. I think these are such beautiful shades. I honestly mixed them all together. I've mixed them separately. I use them separately. I love this. I think this is such a good bang for your buck. I got this 50% off, but I would definitely buy it full price. Um, honestly, I love this. I could never get rid of it keeping. So they sent a Makeup Geek blush here. This is in the shade, I think it's like Romance. Here it goes on the back. So I have kept it in that little Z palette because I kind of didn't know what else to do with it. Honestly, it's very resemblant of NARS Orgasm. Should I even keep this? I feel like I'm just gonna forget to use it constantly. Yeah, I'm just gonna forget to use it constantly. And it looks just like NARS Orgasm. It's very shimmery, which is not my thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and I don't know, I'm gonna find a way to like give it to somebody I know because I kind of want to keep this little Z palette, but I actually might just give it to a friend. And maybe if I just declutter some single shadows, it'll be like a nice whole whatever. I'm gonna get rid of this. This is the e.l.f. blush palette. This is really good quality. $6, 4 shades. All of them I feel like are really nice. I didn't really use this one. It was more like shimmery and glittery and I wasn't into it, but these shades right here are really nice. I just never reached for this, but it is really good quality. I like it a lot, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just talk about these real quick because I'm looking at them. These are my NARS blush palettes. These are the two new ones, the two Narcissists. What are they called again? The Wanted cheek palettes. So they came out with these this year. I have the 1 and the 2 because I'm a psychopath and I don't know how to, take care of my wallet. So this is the one, this is the lighter shade. They came with 2 shimmery shades right here and then 4 mattes. I love these 2 colors right here. This is another reason why I got rid of that red Milani shade. They have this really kind of cool lilac-y, cool toned, pinky, purpley kind of color right here. I love these 2 shades. I often mix them together. Just really all in all a nice palette. I really did buy this one on accident. I thought it was this one, and then I couldn't return it because I didn't have the unicarton for it, so I just decided to keep it. It has a really beautiful cool tone mauve shade in here. I don't think I could ever really maybe get use out of these shades, but I do love this apricot shade right here, and this is a really nice highlight as well. So I love these, and then I got this one that was the oh, it's so dirty. It's so dirty. I'm so sorry. This is the Narcissus Cheek Palette from last year. This is the Unfiltered 2. So this is their lighter version. I love these 2 shades so much. And then they have Hot Sand in here as well, which I like. So definitely keeping these. I think NARS face palettes are so worth it. I know they're really expensive, but I think they're worth the splurge. I really do find them worth it every single time. So yeah. This is the Tarte, not the blush book. This is the Tarte Color Wheel. I think this was the first one they came out with in this packaging. I know they have like the huge ones, but they have the 2 highlighters, which are honestly so trash. It's not even funny. And then they have the brighter, tones and like the more cooler, wintry tones over here. I love this. I love, what is this? The shade Mod right here. I also love Icon so much. I love these shades. I want to get more use out of this, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this. And now that I have more room, I'll be able to use it. I'm having like a problem, but I love this blush kit. This is the Anastasia blush kit in Radiant. So gorgeous. These shades are so good. It is stupid. This one right here is my favorite. What is this called? Coastline. Ugh, it is so good. I think these are so worth it. Honestly, darker skin tones too, you need this. Like, you just need it. It's pigmented without being outrageous. But this one I am getting rid of because I don't ever touch it and I have too many face palettes as it is. This is the Maybelline Master Blush Face Studio palette. Comes with a highlighter and then 3 blushes. These blushes are really good quality. I just don't ever use this. The highlighter didn't really impress me, but the blushes are good quality. I will never get, here we go. I will never get use out of this. I have used it a couple of times, but ultimately I just never aim to use it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my bronzer and contour kit collection. I'm actually not too ashamed of this. A couple bronzers just need to go, and I figured because I didn't have that many, I wanted to go ahead and do them with my blushes so I could probably just have a more compact video. So I just want to go ahead and get through it. Like, I know I'm going to keep most of them, but I just want to get rid of what I want to get rid of and get it out of the way. This is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. This is in the shade Sweet Tea. They don't have another shade. This is it. It's really nice, especially in the summer. Packaging is totally a dud. but I really enjoy using this. Kathleen Lights totally made me buy it, and I'm going to keep it. Going along with the Too Faced family, I have the Chocolate Soleil. Milk Chocolate Soleil is just a little too light for me, even when I'm really pasty. It just didn't do much for me. So this one is just like a little bit darker. I really like the undertone in this one. I love this bronzer a lot, and it still smells like chocolate, so I want to get more use out of it, but it keeps kind of going to the back of my collection. I think it's just because I have too many, and I have some other favorites that I'm trying to use right now. But I do want to hold on to this because I think it's a really nice cult classic, and I do get use out of it, and they did do new packaging, and I really think the new packaging is quite ugly, so I'm going to hold on to this. This is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. This is in the shade 20 Sunshine. Looks like this. Pop top, comes right off. Has a little sun on it. This is literally just shimmer, and it's so like yellowy gold. I really cannot stand this. I never use this. I don't think I've ever I don't like the way this looks on the face. I don't like how it swatches. I don't enjoy this. It's really cheap, so, you know, obviously it didn't ruin my bank account, but just was unnecessary in my collection, and I'm gonna get rid of it. Honestly, one of my current favorites, this is not brand new. This is still new to me, though. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in Saddle. Looks like that. It looks like it has like tiny micro glitters in it, but they really don't show up on the face. I don't know why that's in there. It really does nothing for this formula, but this is really awesome. I've really been enjoying this. This comes in, I think, 6 shades. I got this with a coupon. Wet n Wild Cushion Contour. This is in the shade Cafe au Soleil. There's only this one. There's like no other shades. I like this. It's decent, and every time I put it on, it was like a decent bronzer. I would never really use this to contour. I would really only blend this out. As a bronzer, I'm not going to get enough use out of this to keep it. Like, it's kind of the same thing. I talked about this highlighter, the highlighter version of this, and the highlighter declutter, that it was just kind of like, I don't know, like a hassle to put on, and I just never really aimed to use it. And it was nice for a bit, but it, you know, I think I've gotten what I wanted out of it, and I don't need it anymore, so. Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in Tantastic white packaging, limited edition last year. They brought it back this summer. I don't know if it's still limited edition or whatever, but I love it a lot. I think this is such a hype bronzer. I don't know what the difference is compared to the other one. Tantalizing, I think is what it's called, but this one is just, honestly, like, perfect for me. Like, this undertone is nice and cool, but it's still warm, bronzes the skin. Like, I can't go wrong with this bronzer. I pull it out all the time. I love this. I'm a little too nervous to travel with it, but honestly, if I could take it everywhere with me, I totally could. I love this bronzer. I know that ABH one right now is my current favorite, but this is just kind of like a classic favorite. Like, if I had to get rid of all of these, I think I would probably keep this one. Speaking of other favorites, this is my favorite cream contour of all time. Fenty Matchstick in Amber. The cool toned brown looks like this. Really, really pretty. Let me just see if I can swatch it for you right there. Like, that's the most perfect contour for me. Nice and cool, like, has kind of a gray effect to it, but it's perfect. Like, it shadows out so nicely. I just feel like it does just the best contour on my skin of all time. I could never get rid of this. I probably won't pan this. Like, it looks like it's not a lot of product, but I will say a little bit goes a long way with this. And I don't see myself using this up anytime soon is what I'm saying. Like, I've used this so often. Like, for a while I was using it every day for several months. Like, it was the only thing I wanted to use. And there's still a good chunk of product left. And I got this like a while ago. So I love this. Here we go. L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer. You know what? This is in the shade Light Pale. Why did I ever buy this? This is such a, like, I never wanted this, but sale made me buy it kind of thing. I'm gonna make a video about that coming up soon, so you might see this again. I am getting rid of this. I think this is a really terrible product. The press is kind of fun to like look at and stuff, and I like that it's nice and big, but it's really shimmery and like not in like a good way. I don't like the way this looks on the face. I just don't like this formula, and this is discontinued too. Like, I don't think they make this anymore, and I understand why. So ColourPop California Dreaming, I think that's what this is anyway. I hope. I'm actually really not sure. I don't know what this is because they didn't print the names on them, and I didn't keep the name stickers. Looks like this. It's really like honestly quite a tan bronzer. For me, it would probably be best for me right now, but I'm ultimately not gonna keep this. I just kind of didn't like the way this looked on my skin when I did use it. It just didn't do, I don't know, it was a good bronzer, it was a good formula, but for me, this just wasn't, like, it just didn't look good on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I don't want to talk about this too long because, again, it's a cult product and everybody uses this, everybody has this, everybody talks about it. Hype is real. It's really good. I have the light shade right here, and it's really, really nice, and I really enjoy this. Love the way it smells. I have this in my project pan for December, so hopefully, like, by December, I will hit pan on this. Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is for lighter skin. This is, I think, their first shade natural. Huge, huge pan. Love when companies do big brands like this, especially affordable companies. I think this was like $3 or $4. Really quite cheap. The formula is nice and soft. Looks like this. Really nice. I'm probably too dark for it right now, but I really do enjoy using this. And if you're looking for a really affordable bronzer that will last you, I mean, honestly, forever, this is it right here. Another really affordable bronzer. This one is a little more compact if you're looking for something smaller. This is the Lottie London Tan Time Bronzer. This is for light medium. They do have another shade. I was about to say, they don't have another shade, do they? Love the little press with the stars. Very Ciate London. I love this bronzer so much. I wish I could see more from Lottie London. I feel like they don't ever, like, they don't release like many things. They came to Ulta and then they just kind of like fell flat, you know? So hopefully we'll see more from them because I think this is a really quality brand for the price. And I think this bronzer is really underrated, so gonna keep. Literally no way I could ever get rid of this Hourglass Luminous Light Bronzing Powder. Honestly, this was so expensive. This was so expensive and I love it. It was so worth it. Like a really shimmery bronzer, that's it right there. But I found that I can make it a satin, especially if I take a big fluffy brush and just kind of buff it over where I've applied the bronzer. I love the way this looks on the face. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm gonna keep. Okay, now these are more like my duos and like kits and stuff. So right here I'll talk about this one, Alexis Brennan ColourPop, in this big bulky packaging. This highlighter is such garbage. Like, I didn't talk about it in my highlighter declutter. If it was just that, I would have totally gotten rid of it. I hate it so much. Not the point though. We're talking about the bronzer. This bronzer, like, this was out of stock for so long. Like, nobody could get their hands on it. Looks like that right there. Really nice bronzer. Really good for, I think, deeper skin tones. Maybe not deep, I want to say like medium skin tone. I don't know if they still make this. I don't think they do. I'm gonna hold on to it though because I want to get more use out of it. Tarte Pro Glow to Go. This is their first one of it. I know they have another one of these. This is the first one they released in the black packaging. Comes with 2 highlighter shades, and this chisel shade right here. This is a really nice bronzer too. And I got like a lot of use out of this when I first got it. Like, I love this a lot. Even the highlighters are really good. So if you're looking, I mean, honestly, this is really dope. I'm gonna keep this. Bigger palettes are all I have left now. Let's talk about IBY. BoxyCharm sent me this. This is the highlight contour palette. Comes with 3 highlight matte powder shades and 3 matte contour shades right here. I got a good use out of this. This was the first row of contour kit that I like actually like enjoyed using. But I love, and we'll talk about it later, I love my Park Avenue Princess so much more, so I am gonna get rid of this. This is still really good quality, and maybe one of my friends wants it, but I just, you know, I don't need it anymore. Talking about it real quick, Park Avenue Princess, literally love this. This is so good. I should have filmed this earlier because they just had a weekly wow where they had this for like 23 bucks, and honestly, what a good deal. This is such a bomb palette. Like, I think it works for so many skin tones. I love these 2 shades right here, Carrot and Princess Cut, to contour my face. I use both these shades. I set my eyes with this, with the shade right here. I love the shade for under the eye, the shade to bronze. I love this palette so much, and normally I feel like contour palettes like would not have a lot of worth to me, especially because I'm fair and I wouldn't get use out of all the shades, but I love this a lot. And also my mom got it for me. So I just love it because, you know, like, honestly, every time my mom gets me something, I'm just like, oh, and I hold it really near and dear to my heart. So love this palette, for sure gonna keep this. And right here, Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Kit. This is, they have 2, right? Do they have 2? Or is it just this one? I don't even know. I thought they had 2. I guess maybe they don't. I don't know why I thought that. Looks like this on the inside. You can see here I've used this shade pretty good. I've since stopped using this. I used to use this a lot when I first got this. I got this literally to bumped me up to VIB status for the first time like a couple of years ago. I don't enjoy using this. Every time I put it on, I feel like I mess it up and I feel like I have to work really hard to fix it or over bronze myself. These shades right here are like, I mean, I could never use these two shades right here, but these two, like, I just find them to be very overly pigmented. It's hard to get a decent contour. I feel like I've done too much, or like, it just doesn't work for me. It's hard to blend out, and I don't know, I just need to get rid of it because I don't enjoy using it, and you know, everyone loves this. I feel like this is a cult classic, but I can honestly say that I don't understand why. I don't want to say it's a bad product, but like, this just did not work for me, and I wanted to love this, but you know, you can't. Lastly, I have 3 face palettes right here. These are kind of blush and bronzer palettes all in one, so I wanted to talk about them kind of separately. This right here is a little trio from Pure. This is the Bronze and Brighten. I meant to put this in with my highlighter collection, but you're seeing it here. Literally all of these are far too shimmery. Like, look at that. That's insanity. Like, if someone was really dark and wanted to use it as a highlight, I say go for it. But like, even this blush, like, oh my gosh, I could never put that on my face and be comfortable with myself. This highlight was the only reason I was keeping it. Like, I mean, look at that. That is gorgeous. But ultimately, I'm never gonna get use out of this, especially if I'm only keeping it for one shade. And I forgot that I had this, guys. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I never used it. I just shoved it in the back of my drawer and forgot about it. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. NARS Narcissist palette. This was supposed to be limited edition, but you can totally still buy this. This is the Cheek Studio palette. Super dirty, mirrored, scratched up packaging. I have traveled with this. I have taken this everywhere with me. I love this palette so much. I've already hit pan on this little highlight face powder shade. They don't have it on here, which is really strange. I don't know why they don't have this one labeled. Paloma, I hate, I never use, it's too red for my face, but I love, and I wonder if you can see this dip that I've gotten it. I want to hit pan on this too. This is NARS Laguna. For the longest time, this was my favorite, and I mean like my favorite. I don't know if you can see it right now. This is my favorite bronzer, like my favorite, and the products still perform really well. I love these 2 blushes right here. This has such nostalgic value to me, and like I said, when I travel, I've said this before, when I travel with something, it forms a bond with me. Like, I love this so much. It is such a good product, and honestly, NARS face palettes, I know I've said this already, so good and so worth it, so of course I'm gonna keep. And lastly, Benefit Cheekathon Cheek Parade palette. They come out with these like every year. I should have known. I didn't need this. I liked it because it came with the 2 bronzers, and it also had California, which was their new blush at the time, and I really wanted to try it, but I didn't just want to, you know, buy the one Benefit blush, so I got this instead. I actually love these 2 blush shades right here. I don't really use Rockateur as much, which I don't know why, because it's really pretty, and these 2 bronzers I find are just okay. I don't ever often reach for them. Sometimes I do, but I'm never fully satisfied with my bronze look at the end of the day, but I will say that I love California, and I would definitely keep this palette for California. So this is everything that I am decluttering, either giving away or throwing out. Gross. I feel pretty good about this. These were products that I really did not want to hold on to anymore, and I'm so thankful to be getting rid of them. So I'm gonna keep doing this no matter what. Like, I don't know, but just if you're interested in this, let me know what you'd want to see next. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.